My name is Sienna Gold, and I'm an interior designer at Element Architects. I went to Washington State University. I'm fortunate to live in downtown, so I walk through Pike's Place Market every morning. I'm not kidding you. Past the flying fish and everything. This is just a wonderful lifestyle to be that close to my job.
The thing is that this is beautiful, and I think it actually works really well with the palette. But
what I really love about my job is that it's fun. It's a challenge every day. Every project you work on is completely different, so you're always learning.
They have it on a wall, like wrapping a corner, and it looks really beautiful, and I think that's where he fell in love with it.
It's fun to pick out finishes. It's fun to lay out spaces. It's fun to get engaged with the client group and actually see how you're going to affect people in the end.
That's perfect.
So most of the time I'm spending hammering out some of the finishes, I'd say about 15%, but most of it is actually being on the computer, drawing elevations, checking RCPs, making sure the finishes are laid out correctly.
And the same with this one. This one's been placed on a sheet.
So it's kind of looking at how the product will be used in the end, and is it going to be functional? Is it going to be a stark white space that nobody wants to be in, or is it going to be a warm, inviting space that people are going to be engaged and active and be involved with? So the Paul Allen building is for computer engineers at the University of Washington. The space that LMN designed has warm finishes. It has a really active atrium that is always full of students that are, hanging out and chatting. In the center are all the student lab spaces adjacent to the graduate offices. And by putting the windows in on both sides, you can get daylight from the atrium penetrate all the way into the lab spaces, which is nice as well. When people think green, when your client comes to you about green, they're thinking that you're picking, recycled content carpet, but it's beyond that. We're looking at indoor air quality, we're looking at lighting, we're looking at how to keep the energy efficiency low, how to keep the water levels low. We're very fortunate in the Northwest to have just this beautiful environment around us, and I want it to stay that way.
Really two ways to do it. You keep that stair going up, and you run it through the roof, and then there's a public.
What I really enjoyed about the program when I was at WSU is it made you be a conceptual thinker. Another thing that I really enjoyed about WSU's program was the interdisciplinary school, which basically brings together architects, landscape architects, and construction management students, as well as interior designers within one facility. The program at WSU definitely makes you excited to be an interior designer. It seems like the graduates are always grabbed up. It gets you ready to literally walk out the door and just go for it because you're just so engaged and so, energized by the program. I'm a Coug through and through. I bleed crimson. Go Cougs!